Hi guys, welcome back again to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make bammie from scratch. So if you want to see how I make this bammie, come on and let's do this. The first thing I'm going to show you is the cassava. Here I have a 2-pound weight of cassava, okay? It's very simple. You need your cassava, and all you're going to need to that is flour. You're going to need some all-purpose flour. Guys, do not use baking flour. Do not use baking flour, okay? And then I'm just going to add a pinch of salt to the cassava mixture, and so come on and let me show you how I combine this thing together. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to peel the cassava. First thing you want to do is go ahead and cut the ends off. The next thing you're going to do is you go ahead and you make a little cut right there, anywhere on the cassava at the end. You get the knife underneath and you just peel it off. It's so easy. When you do it this way, it's very easy to peel the skin off because the skin is very tough. And if you don't know how to peel the cassava, you're going to lose the whole complete cassava. This is what the cassava looks like. When you get done peeling it, it's supposed to look exactly like this. See? I didn't cut into it. I just pierced the peel off the skin. So now we're going to have to grate this. I'm going to grate this cassava by hand. Okay, so let's go to the next step. So okay guys, this is what the cassava looks like after it's been finely grated with a grater. This is what it's gonna look like. So I'm gonna move on to the next step and let you guys see what your next step should be after you get it to this level. So guys, here we have a baking pan. Make sure you have something flat. It don't have to be a baking pan, but it have to be something flat. And make sure it's dry. If the cassava not dry, you're not gonna have a nice cassava. You're gonna have a cassava dumpling. We're not making cassava dumpling. We're making bammie. So what you want to do is just go ahead and sprinkle this thing out. Just sprinkle it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it outside in the sun and I'm gonna let it dry. It's probably going to take maybe 2 hours to dry, depending on how hot it is outside. But however long it's dried, where you are, you want to make sure that it is dry to the touch. Where when you squeeze it, there is absolutely no juice coming out of it, okay? So I see you when this thing is dry, nice. See you back. Okay guys, so now my cassava was drying for, I would say, probably about 2 hours. 1.5 to 2 hours. It's nice and dry. That's how you want it. Because if your cassava is not dry, let me show you guys real good. If your cassava is not dry, you're not going to have a good turnout on this bammie. Alright? So you make sure it says dry. So all you're going to do is just going to transfer it to your mixing container. 1 teaspoon of salt to this. I'm going to also add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You go ahead, make sure your hands are clean, and you go ahead and you combine everything together. Just using your fingers to break up any lumps that you might find in there. And this is for about 5 minutes of doing this. That process should look just like this. This is what the dough should look like. Just like so, right? What you want to do is get your plate. I have this one here. This is the size that I want. Let me just make a little press into it. Peel it off. 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 Peel it off And here you have your bammie. Okay, so that's your bammie right there. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get the others together. I'm going to put this in the oven for 5 minutes on each side. This should take about 20 minutes to bake, alright? So 5 minutes on each side, and you just flip it over. And when this thing is all done, I'm going to come back and show you guys what this bammie look like. So see you back in half an hour. I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
This is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby look like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.